Hello, I'm your instructor, Dr. James Ward, and I'd like to briefly review with you the course syllabus. What I think is important here for you is the office hours. I text. There it is. And I usually reply immediately, but let's say the best you'll have to wait is 5 hours. I do have my iPhone with me at all times, and it's set to buzz or vibrate. But I turn it off in class, and that's my expectation for you all. I do reserve the right to make changes, and that is further described in the syllabus. You will have lab going with the book, and you better have it the first week registered and signed in. My expectation is that you will have your laptop with you along with the book each class period because we do use both. The syllabus will outline for you the course objectives by the specific topics that we will engage in. I would like to note that you have to attend the job fair even if you've attended it in the past, because there are learning activities required. And there is the policy itself. If because of work you can't go, just give me proof you're at work via communication from your supervisor with your telephone office number. And please text or email me so you can so I'll remember. Please refer to me as Dr. Ward, not hey or hey you. That's really rude and violates business etiquette. If you cannot attend because of extreme circumstances, it'll be your responsibility to arrange a face-to-face interview with a career services representative within 1 week and to email me that it has been conducted. I mean, career services, email me. I do now have a policy on extra credit. If you attended a student conference, if you went overseas in the summer, if you had an internship, if you left the state of Kansas and did something interesting, if you do something interesting in Kansas, Missouri, Colorado, wherever you're from, you can give us an oral report in class on your experiences. And there's no limit to the number of presentations you can give, about 10 points per presentation. You will see that there are optional readings and videos for every chapter. Now they're optional, but if you want to really exceed expectations, as you're going to want to do when you're recently hired in a job that requires a college degree, you may want to review this material, jot down notes as you engage with the material, and refer to these materials in the midterm and final essay exams. I do encourage you to have a digital or paper journal to keep notes, answering the study guide questions, what you and I say in the classroom, because it's more than recalling on the midterm and final. It's going to be a discussion in writing and orally about your concepts of applying the concepts of the course from the text, from the guest speakers, and what you and I say in the classroom. We will have guest speakers, and what they say will appear on the exams. Each chapter has a quiz, and you will take that quiz in class prior to the discussion around the information in that quiz. The quizzes are generated by the publisher's exams. They're randomly selected multiple choice questions, 10 questions, 1 point per question. If you miss it, you get immediate feedback on what went wrong. If you have a non-performing teammate, what do? I know you've had them, I've had them. Well, in this class, you plain fire them. You would come to me, you would make the case that so-and-so hasn't come to meetings, so-and-so hasn't delivered his or her work, so-and-so is X, Y, Z, and then I'll approve it and you fire him or her. And that individual will get a zero on the examination. On that project. Lab work. I've selected simulations and videos, as well as some auto-scored and with feedback to you, written assignments. The completion date is December 5 for all of them, because frankly last semester, oh please, I forgot, and then there was a nightmare for me to go in and try to figure out how to open up the tests. So it'll be your responsibility. If you're going to be absent, just like an employer would go nuts if you didn't show up for work, please let me know in advance. We will get behind the schedule and the due dates because of guest speakers, which I can't necessarily schedule in advance because I'm dealing with their schedules too. Unplanned and emerging learning opportunities such as news or business events that happen that involve good or bad communication, and by extended class discussions. So I'll adapt as we go. Tied into that is the policy on announcements and email. I generally post an announcement for the week of what we intend to do, as well as what we did do. And I want to stress the intend to do. The library has a lot of tutorials, and you have the ability to ask the librarian through online chat or telephone call. It is your responsibility to understand how the library works and the digital aspects of it. Of course, grades. I simply use the traditional 90, 80, 70, 60 kind of deal. They're equal weighted. There's a link there that explains what that means. But I think more importantly for you is your grades are all going to be automatically calculated. And so you'll always know your percentage and where you stand. If you're absent more than 12 days, you fail the course. You're going to have chapter quizzes based on the reading for all the chapters. You have a midterm essay, 300 points, based on the objectives, study guide questions. It's going to stress the application of these concepts to a current or past job that you've had, as well as your major area of study and other courses. The same for the final. There is an individual mini presentation. You have a team presentation. You have two essays. One is on Shark Tank, the TV show. It's shorter. And the other is the major analytical research paper. You also will do evaluations of one another, and I will help you review a LinkedIn website. As for emails, you would want to have a descriptive subject line that tells me why you're sending me the email. Then you would say my name, which is Dr. Ward, not Skip. You would have your full name at the end of the email and your section. Well, I hope this 9-minute video has given you an overview of the syllabus, and I look forward to meeting you in class on Tuesday so we can begin our work together. Thank you.